The 33rd Golden Melody Awards wrap up this weekend, with Singaporean singer Tanya Chua taking home the most trophies. She won 4 GMAs, including Album of the Year, Best Mandarin Album, Best Vocal Album Recording, and Best Mandarin Female Singer. It's her 4th win in the Best Mandarin Female Singer category, breaking a previous record set by Taiwan's Ame. In her acceptance speech, Cha said the awards gave her the strength to keep singing because she almost gave up on music. When she first started out, she could only sing in English and had to use the dictionary for Mandarin songs. TaiwanPlus reporter Yvonne Yang spoke to music producer Alex Nese Ni to see why the GMAs hold such a significant place in the Mandopop world and where Taiwan's music scene is headed.
In Tanya's acceptance speech, she said the Golden Melody Award saved her. Why do you think the Golden Melody Award holds such a significant place in the Mandopop world?
I think for any artist, whether you're the singer or the producer, anybody involved, like anytime you're nominated for like such a prestigious award, it just gives you that reassurance. It gives you that confidence that everything, all the work that you put in to your art, has been not just accepted but praised by everybody out there that listens to your music. So it's such a big motivation to keep doing more and just experiment more and just keep doing things.
In early 2000s, Taiwan was the center of Mandopop. Do you think Taiwan still holds this place in Chinese-speaking world?
I got my start in the music business in the early 2000s, so I specifically remember having this kind of conversation with other producers and artists at that time. And we knew that in the early 2000s, Taiwan was, specifically looking at China, but we knew that they were catching up fast. And in terms of like quality and taste in music and production technique. So back then we were just doing everything we could to stay ahead and on top of the game. But it's pretty much fair to say that China is already caught up now in 2022, if not surpassed Taiwan when it comes to the more technical things like I said, production technique and recording or engineering. But I think they still look to Taiwan when it comes to taste and culture, because if you just look at the big TV shows in China that are about music, they still feature at least 1 or 2 singers as judges that come from Taiwan. So I think the singers from Taiwan still have major like star power and influence in China and other Chinese-speaking countries.
And over the past few years, the GMAs, the Golden Melody Award, have begun recognizing more indie artists. And you can see the musical diversity this year's result as well. Best New Artist went to Collage, Flesh Juicer crowned as Best Band, and Kuma Xiongzai took home Best Lyricist. Why do you think this happened?
I think back in the day, what's separated and like an indie artist from a mainstream artist was basically money, and a label or a company. But with the internet now, you have so many platforms and so many channels and options to put out your music without the need of so much budget, right? So half the market is probably indie artists who just upload their music straight to YouTube or Spotify or whatever. So the GMA, and actually, this is globally, like they don't really have a choice. They just naturally have to recognize more indie artists because honestly, there's less and less quote unquote signed artists and more independent artists every day.
Where do you think Taiwan's music scene is headed?
Personally, because I'm more in pop, hip hop, R&B, dance music. So I've been noticing that the R&B scene in Taiwan has been really buzzing and trending the past few years with new artists like we saw Karen CC and KBN getting nominated that day, and last year was Shishi and Joanne Baba, and you have Ozzy and Julia Wu. So I can't remember a time in Taiwan where R&B was this strong. It's like the strongest it's ever been. So Yeah, I think the R&B scene in Taiwan is really, really growing.
In your opinion, how can Taiwan spread its music culture?
It's a complicated thing. There's so many layers to it, but as far as individually, what we can do right now is just keep reaching out to other people in other countries and try to just keep promoting Taiwan in our own way. You know what I mean?